Imagine this, you're in an interview for your dream job, and the interviewer says, tell me about yourself. What do you do? Personally, that when it happened to me, I froze up and I totally bombed it. I just started saying random facts about myself, different things I like to do. And I don't feel like I really connected well in the interview. However, I did still get the job, so that was a great thing. But I could have crushed it at that interview had I done something completely different. Hey, Dr. White, it is Sears again with another A+ video. And we're gonna be talking today about part 4 of the book, Forged by Fire by Mila Gregg. And in this part, she specifically talks about telling stories so that your audience can understand and they can connect with you. Mila states that one good story can absolutely cut through all of the noise and get you right in tune and right next to your audience. Now, I'm gonna warn you, storytelling is an art. It is not for everybody. It is not easy for everybody. But as a marketer and as an advertiser, you have to kill it at storytelling, because as we know from the book that we worked on in MK204, the Building the Story Brand book, your story and the story that you tell others, including your audience, is what is going to get those sales. If you can't tell a compelling story and you can't include your audience into a compelling story and they can't see themselves in that story, you lose. You're just going to be creating noise and giving them something that they don't actually want or need. As a marketer and as an advertiser, we cannot be doing that. We do not have time for that. And neither do our customers. Now that you have this knowledge, you're kind of sitting here and you're like, okay, I know I need one good story. I need to be able to tell a good story. But how do I figure out what my story is and what story to tell and how to tell it and where to tell it and when to tell it? Great news for you. Mila explains it in her book, so I would encourage you to go read that book, by the way. Fantastic read. Now you may be thinking, this is really easy. I can tell one good story for the rest of my life. Well, let's be straight up. Life is not always easy, and one good story is not what is going to kill it. One quick tip for you when you're thinking about your stories is actually write them down. Now you may be thinking, I don't need to write them down. I know this story. This happened to me. I know what I'm talking about, and I understand. I feel this exact same way. But the way Mila explained it, she was saying that the more stories that you actually write down, now whether you review them or not is fine, but the more stories that you physically write down, the more confident you will be to be telling them. The more confident you'll be when you get into that interview room, and you'll be able to talk about this story and talk about something that happened to you and be able to connect with your audience even better. So I would encourage you to write those stories down. And lastly, we're going to end this video with something that I thought was interesting and something that I'm going to start doing today. Stories help rally the troops. As I'm sitting here and I'm playing my collegiate sports, I'm working really hard in some of these classes. I need to learn how to use my stories, what happened to me in my personal life, to connect with my team, to bring my team together. Now, whether that's a story of, hey guys, you know what just happened on the ice over there? That was crazy. Here's what happened. We all laugh about it. We all start to connect a little bit more. We all start to get to know each other better and as we have similar experiences with each other. And it ultimately creates us a stronger team. And so I'm going to be working hard at trying to use stories in my life, stories from my personal life, to be able to connect with my teammates, my collegian, and my work as well. Dr. White, you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.